Thank you.
Good. You enjoyed the international break?
Another one, last one of the season, but yes, okay. Not some days off with the players, the remainder of the players that we have had to work, and from the last week after the Tottenham game, we start to prepare the Sheffield United game. Of course, just with 10 players from our squad. Good sign for us that around 14 players they were in the. They had international duties, and day by day, step by step, they are coming back. Today was the last day that 5 players they arrived. We are keeping assessing them for the game.
Did you manage to get any time off just to relax and enjoy?
No, not big time off. No, we from that moment and some days after the Tottenham game, we were starting to prepare the Sheffield United game. As I said, not in the perfect conditions, of course, when you have just 9-10 players to work with, but some things to do behind the scenes as well to prepare the game.
On that, are there any changes to the squad, any injuries that we need to be aware of since the international break?
Until now, no. As I said in the morning, we did assess the last players. Looks everything is going to be okay for the match. Of course, we have to assess them tomorrow again and to take decisions, but not really serious problems or something that can make to be unavailable for the match. As you know, we have another session tomorrow, and let's see what is going to happen.
I guess does that make it somewhat difficult when you're preparing for a game on the weekend when you've got, I guess, so many players have gone international break, some of them still arriving now?
Yeah. No, it's not the perfect scenario. As I said, of course, it isn't, but it's the reality. We knew the schedule. We knew that he's going to have an international break, and has to be a proud moment too when you have 14 players with international duties. Even some players that they were not there, normal they are. Like for example, situation of Raúl, that is normal, is a player that is involved in the national team as well. Could be even more, but not the perfect scenario. But you know, it's not just for us; it's for all the teams. Some teams they have more players, other teams they don't. But we know what we are going to face, and we are going to be ready. And it's not going to be an excuse that we didn't have all the players to work during the last few days to prepare the game.
Lovely. Looking ahead to Sheffield United, you won the reverse fixture of this, but I guess looking ahead to this weekend, what can you expect from them in terms of, I guess, how they're going to play?
A team that is going to fight really hard to get the points, definitely. They are not in the position that they wanted, for sure. When you are in the bottom of the table, is really tough. Every single game that you don't get points, you know that you are getting more in trouble, all that stuff. But the reality that with some tough games, even some tough results as well, heavy results for them, they have been showing the capacity to react. And last game is a good example. They went away from home and tough place to go, and they were winning the game until the last stages of the match. And they got just one point, but was a game when they performed well. They changed against the formation. They changed some players as well. Some players they had an impact in the game. And said to you, of course, we expect a tough game. It's always tough to play there. The crowd, all the environment around. And as I said before, they are going to fight really hard because they still think that they have the chances. The chances are there for them to fight for, and they are going to do it to make it really harder for us, for sure.
Lovely. And just lastly, I guess Fulham revealed plans to open a new stand. It's going to have lots of extravagant features, including a swimming pool, 2 Michelin-star restaurant. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that and any plans to go up there with the team.
What I want is to see as soon as we can, to see that stand full of fans to support ourselves. That is the main thing for me as a manager, and really all the other facilities is not for us. This is really something that the club decided that is going to help the club to grow and to develop and to have probably more revenue in some situations. About myself as a manager and our players, what I would love to see, and as soon as possible, I repeat again, to see that stand full of people to support Fulham Football Club.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Marco.
Hi.
We learned about a week ago that Luis will be leaving to become the head coach of the South.
Yeah.
How big a loss is it? Of course, he's been a part of your staff, not just here, but previously at Everton too.
Was Everton, not in all the Everton, because for me it's a normal situation. I look it is a normal. I know the people that I have working with me, and this when Luis joined, when I invite Luis to come to work with me, was more or less the same situation that happened. That I have had an assistant as well working with me, probably in 5 clubs before Everton, and was with me in Everton. And of course, after the first season in Everton, he left, and I invited Luis to come, and Luis was in the last 2 clubs. For me, it's not something new. It's something that as I see a natural thing, a natural way that things happen, and it's going to be another normal situation that I'm going to decide again.
Okay, we're going into the run-in, as everyone calls it, the final 9 games of the season. What's your motivation going into these games?
Full of motivation. As I said before the Tottenham game, of course, is slightly different when you play against a side like Tottenham. The motivation is really high. At Cottage, you felt that as well, but you have some obligations, some things that they are compulsory for us is about motivation, about desire and will to go every single time. Our commitment with the football club and with ourselves has to be always on the top, and it's going to be the same for us. Every time you play a football match and you go inside a football match, is to do our maximum. I just see in one way is to do it with full of motivation. 100% motivation is the way that I demand them to train every single day, and will not make sense if you don't do it in the game again.
Looking at your home form compared to your away form, 9 wins at Craven Cottage, but just 2 away from home. Have you figured out what it is? Is that a big, objective for you in these final games to try and turn that around? Yes,
it's clear. I said in the beginning of the second round of the season that is something that we set as a target to improve our away form. Was not good enough during the first round of the season, of course. For many different reasons, even the schedule was really tough for us. First round, if you see the games that you play away from home, the type of sides is always really tough as well, but not excuse. We normally, in that type of games, we are really, you answer really well. And clearly is our target to improve the away form, and I think we are capable to do it. Unfortunately for us, apart from Man United game, the last 3 games, we were capable to win. Was the game against Burnley where we were winning until the last minutes of the game 2-0, and even the game against Wolves were clear we were a better team, and we were the team that created much more chances, and we were not clinical. I think we are growing not just away from home as a team. It's clear that our form, you are living a good moment, and we want to keep this moment, or if you can, even better. And of course, now the next 2 games they are away from home, and the challenge is there for us. It's going to be a good challenge for us to keep improving as a team, to keep going the right direction. And of course, just one way you can do it is to perform really well. And of course, after the results, they are going to speak louder.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As you know, in the Premier League, everyone can beat everyone. So how important is it that you're not complacent going into the game against Sheffield, considering where they are in the league?
If you are going to be complacent, you are going to have problems. You are going to be surprised, and of course, that is the first way that we have to prepare this game is to, and we are preparing, to be honest. Not, as I said before, not the perfect scenario. They didn't have all the players. Players are arriving the last 2-3 days for sure. But of course, we have to go with the same ambition, same focus, and the same desire that we played the last few games. And just in this way, you can go there and you can fight for the 3 points, and you can get a good result.
This reverse fixture at the start of the season, Willian, it was a class performance from him. How much would you want him to stay at the end of the season? Of course, his contract's up in the summer.
Yes, the William situation is more or less the same than last season. Last season was same situation. When he first joined ourselves, he signed just one year, and of course during the season I had last season some conversations with him. We decided to leave for the end of the season because he wanted to see how the season goes and after to take a decision. And this season is more or less the same. Of course, I have had some conversations with him throughout the season about that situation. He's going to wait until the end of the season. Of course, it's important that a player at his age, he has to feel how he's feeling the end of the season to make for sure to analyze the season and after to take decisions. And of course, we respect that situation from him. What I want is to keep taking the best from him in every single game, and he did show last game against Tottenham again how he's capable, what he's capable to do.
See, it's a good run of form for Fulham, and the goals of Rumours has helped that. Is there a bit of a pressure on his shoulder to keep that up?
No, the pressure is a privilege for this situation for Rodrigo. He's in a much better position right now than he was 3 months ago, and why he should feel so much pressure right now. Was worse was 3 months ago, where he was on the bench and fighting really hard to have a chance to probably to score. Now if he's playing so well, he's improving, he's working hard as well, and he's scoring goals, why he's going to feel much more pressure now. It has to be this pressure that he's feeling now, that everyone respects more him. Probably the defenders are more aware about himself, and they feel him like a threat really in our attacking line. Fantastic for a striker, that you feel that the people around you believe more in yourselves, even your teammates. They trust that you can solve a problem, you can solve a game for us, and you can be decisive player. It's a fantastic feeling, and I really see it as a privilege much more than something not so good.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. That's the broadcast section finished. We'll move on